During the earthquake, both my brother and my childhood best friend abandoned me, choosing to save the real heiress first. My right leg was crushed and fractured as a result. After being carried out of the rubble, I overheard my best friend, Liam, calmly instructing my brother, "I'm planning to break off the engagement with her. Need to avoid complications. She's your sister, you take care of her." "Sister my ass," my brother, Ethan, retorted resentfully. "My real sister is back now. She's an outsider. How does she even have the nerve to keep hanging around our house?" Just then, they both turned around. Their eyes met mine, filled with an unmistakable awkwardness. The paramedic carrying me paused, glancing down at me on the stretcher. "You said they were family and friends? Why did he call you an outsider? So, who should I hand you over to for care?" As the words hung in the air, the two guys who had just been shoving responsibility instantly fell silent. They both turned, meeting my gaze. A flicker of discomfort passed through their eyes. They probably hadn't expected me to be right behind them, hearing every word. I opened my mouth to speak, but the pain overwhelmed me before I could utter a sound, and I blacked out. I woke to the sound of hushed voices just outside my hospital room. "That poor girl, her leg's broken, and no one's come to care for her since she was admitted. Actually, it's kind of her own fault. I heard she was the one accidentally switched at birth. Now that the real daughter's back, she's still not making plans to leave. No wonder they resent her." "You might be right." I stared blankly at the cast on my right leg. The pain didn't feel as sharp as it had back then. When I heard Ethan's voice under the rubble, I truly thought I was saved. "Quit wasting time. Save my sister first. She has claustrophobia. If we drag this out and something happens to her, you'll have hell to pay." Claustrophobia belonged to Chloe, the real heiress. The rest. UE worker's voice was grave. "Then the family needs to be prepared. The girl trapped on the other side will likely have her leg crushed if that wall collapses." Ethan hesitated, his voice dropping. I know. What else can I do? Only one can be saved." Slivers of light filtered through the cracks, faintly illuminating my right leg, pinned in the stone debris. The pain stole my voice in that instant, and my resentment towards Ethan peaked. But now, I couldn't muster any emotion at all. I could even objectively analyze that Ethan wasn't wrong. Choosing his biological sister was perfectly reasonable. Ethan was right. It was time for me to leave. People who overstay their welcome are the most annoying. Ethan and the others visited when I was straining to reach the hot water bottle on the nightstand. The four had left my hand ice cold. Chloe walked in first. She practically bounced over to my bedside. "Wow, you really broke it?" she asked, looking at my cast with feigned surprise, then sig. Head dramatically with relief. "I can't imagine how painful that must be. I'd be crying every day if it were me." "Lucky me." A sudden wave of exhaustion washed over me. I didn't want to dissect how much genuine schadenfreude was in her words. Ethan stood furthest away, persistently avoiding my gaze. Clearly, he was still hung up on the awkwardness from that day. Unlike Liam, his expression was as coolly detached as ever. His eyes scanned my injured leg, his brow furrowing almost imperceptibly. After a long moment, he finally spoke. "When you're healed, we need to talk." I was taken aback, remembering what he'd said by the rubble. He planned to break off our engagement. The thing he'd hesitated to say back then was probably this. Chloe turned to look at him, her eyes fluttering. "Having second thoughts?" Liam pressed his lips together. "So you think I should hurt her a second time under these circumstances?" Chloe lowered her eyes. After a few seconds, she murmured softly, "That's not what I meant. I'm feeling a bit tired. I'll head home first. You two should stay and look after her. It's not easy for her alone." She rattled it off in a small voice, then dashed out. The hint of a sob lingered in the air. Ethan glared at Liam like a protective, angry cub. "Liam, you made my sister cry?" Liam's gaze followed the departing girl, ignoring the warning. He just said flatly, "You stay and look after her," before heading out after Chloe. Ethan blurted, "Huh?" He stiffly glanced back at me, then hurried after them. "Hey, wait. I don't know how to take care of people. Don't leave me here alone." His steps were quick, as if fleeing a plague. The door hung half open, swaying in the breeze from the window. In an instant, the room was mine alone once more. From start to finish, no one gave me a chance to speak. Like how I wanted to say I agreed to break off the engagement, or that no one needed to stay and care for me. In the week since being admitted, I'd learned to manage entirely on my own. No one visited again until I was discharged. Only my adoptive mother, Mrs. Evans, called once when my cast was removed. She sighed softly, her tone placating. "Don't blame Ethan for choosing Chloe. She is his real sister, after all. Mom hopes this will create a rift between you." "I don't blame him, Mom. He didn't do anything wrong. You've always been the understanding one. Your dad and I will pick you up when you're discharged. We've been traveling for work, no time to visit. Take care of yourself." Just then, Ethan's impatient shout came through. "Mom, who are you talking to? Hurry up. While she isn't back yet, let's take a real family photo." Silence filled the line, only broken by static. I spoke up, feigning nonchalance. "Got it, Mom. I'll take good care of myself." A distinct sigh of relief came from the other end. "Oh, good. Well then, I won't keep you. Mom has a meeting starting soon." The call ended abruptly. Late at night, I put my phone away, gripping the walker handles to begin another round of physical therapy. In the silent hospital corridor, I was the only one inching forward, dragging my weakened legs step by tiny step. Half an hour later, wiping the sweat from my brow, I managed a small smile. 2 meters further than yesterday. Progress. No one came to pick me up on discharge day. Luckily, I hadn't waited for anyone. I wasn't exactly welcomed when I lugged my suitcase through the front door. The Evans family of 4, plus Liam, were gathered around the dining table enjoying a barbecue feast. My arrival shattered the convivial atmosphere. Everyone's expression shifted, none of them welcoming. Only the sizzle of meat on the grill broke the sudden quiet. Adoptive mom recovered first, forcing a smile. Emma, why didn't you say you were coming home today? You must be hungry. Come, sit down and join us. The air was thick with the smell of spicy marinades. My old injury throbbed faintly. I didn't feel the surge of resentment I used to. No urge to complain that no one truly cared, that they'd forgotten someone fresh out of surgery shouldn't eat spicy food. I didn't go over to spoil their fun. I just said, no thanks, Mom, I ate before coming back. I'll just go up to my room and unpack. That evening, in Mr. Evans's study, he tapped his fingers rhythmically on the desk. You're leaving? I nodded. Flights booked for next week. Please don't tell Mom or the others just yet. I chose to tell only Mr. Evans because he was the least attached to me in this house. He wouldn't say anything awkwardly sentimental out of misplaced softness. Mr. Evans didn't try to dissuade me. Leaving is probably for the best. You can see for yourself, this family has become dysfunctional since you've been here. Once you're gone, don't contact your mother or the others. No lingering ties. I assured him I would never reappear in their lives. He studied me for an unexpected few seconds, then simply said nothing. The pent-up gloom inside me suddenly lifted. An indescribable sense of lightness washed over me. I stepped outside the mansion for some fresh air. Familiar angry shouts erupted nearby. Liam, you asshole. You ditched me again. You get to take my sister out on your date, and I'm stuck dealing with her? What kind of friend are you? Seriously, why'd she have to come back? Doesn't she realize how awkward she makes everyone feel? Ethan ended the call with a frustrated swipe. He turned and saw me. His livid expression froze, replaced by something complicated. Before I could react, a car sped towards us. Ethan was standing right on the curb's edge, oblivious. Years of ingrained habit made me instinctively lunge forward and yank him back. The car honked twice as it sped past. I breathed a sigh of relief, feeling no desire to speak to him. I let go and turned to walk away. Ethan hesitated for a second, then caught up. Hey, thanks, he mumbled. I nodded, silent. Ethan fidgeted, then Sutta. NLY grabbed my wrist. He blurted out, I was wrong. I shouldn't have said that stuff about you leaving. You know me, I shoot my mouth off, always have. I didn't really mean you should go. I glanced at the boy whose face still held traces of teenage immaturity. I know. So, truce? Ethan asked, still awkward, his ears turning pink. I pulled gently at my wrist. Instead of answering, I said, could you let go, please? Holding like this makes me uncomfortable. Ethan's hand dropped in surprise. His startled gaze held a flicker of hurt. He'd held my hand like this since we were kids. I didn't know when I'd stopped being comfortable with his touch. I was about to leave when a sleek Aston Martin convertible pulled up beside us. Chloe sat in the passenger seat, her eyes darting between me and Ethan. Her words were for him. Ethan, aren't you a little old to be hanging on to us? Hop in. This is the last time, okay? Next time, seriously, no tagalongs. Ethan didn't move, frowning. CHL. Wipe your mouth first. He pointed. I noticed the smudged lipstick at the corner of Chloe's mouth. Liam, beside her, had a faint smear on his own lips. Chloe's ears flushed. She dabbed at her lips with a compact mirror, complaining, I told you not to kiss so hard. So embarrassing. My eyes met Liam's. He looked away instantly. He tapped the steering wheel impatiently. Getting in or not? Ethan didn't snap back like usual. Instead, he grabbed my hand again, saying quietly, you guys go ahead. Don't want to intrude. I'll head back with Em. Before I could react, he was pulling me along. Chloe suddenly called out, wait, Liam has something to say to you. She nudged Liam's shoulder playfully, smiling. Now that she's out of the hospital, you can tell her. I waited silently for Liam to bring up the broken engagement. The guy lowered his gaze. After a long pause, he spoke. How's the physical therapy going? Chloe's smile froze. I paused. Fine. Liam gave a slight nod, released the clutch, and drove off. He still didn't mention it. I remembered, belatedly, a nurse mentioning during my hospital stay that a tall, handsome guy had visited twice while I was asleep. Only now did it click that it might have been Liam.